I have a question of conscience for you. And I think it applies to all of us if you really think about it. But I was asking myself a question earlier, and I thought that it's really good for thought if each of us would ask the same question. And here it is. If you were standing by and noticed that a major wreck was about to happen, what would you do? If you could see it in its motion, would you yell out and say, "Look out"? Would you run to get help because you know it's about to cause a collision? Would you try to go and help the people that you saw were involved in the wreck? Or would you just be a bystander and just let it happen? Now that's unfortunate because it's so tragic to even think, and I'm not trying to wish an accident on anyone. I'm just saying in terms of being a conscientious observer, a bystander. It's a very good question. It's a question of conscience. What would you do? And the point I'm trying to make and what I was thinking in my mind is, if you watch even 10 minutes of the news each day, or if you read a newspaper, if you visit social media, if you are on the internet, if you get an email, if you read any way that there is a form of communication, if anything at all crosses your path, you have got to know that we are in a sad state of affairs. Actually, it's become a crisis. And so many people just use the apathetic excuse, well, it doesn't really affect me, or I'm not involved, or it's not my fault. But the truth is, we're all watching in real time a major accident, a wreck, a tragedy about to happen. And I just want to say to you the same thing I said to myself. You would be less than just or even justified if you were to just use the old lame excuse, well, it really doesn't involve me, because that's not true. And the bottom line is, if you have a conscience at all, if you care anything at all about people, about humanity, about life, you'll do something about what it is that you see. What does it mean to do something? I don't know. It's different for each one of us, and you yourself, in your conscience, can figure that out. But what I'm saying to you is the same thing I said to myself. It's time to get stirred up and not just sit around and be a bystander. That's unjust. That would be immoral. And honestly, my conscience won't let me do it.